before I get into the devil of the detail, I've got to tell you a story, and that is that Steve Lake came to me and said, I want to know all about Ascendo. I want to know what you offer, what your programs offer. And I asked him the obvious question, why? And he said, because we're building a business where we want to make a difference. He said, we're dealing with accountants, we're dealing with brokers. And it's really important to us that people have the knowledge, the skill set, the confidence and the capability as early as possible in their business life. And in many cases, and Steve's right when he said this, brokers wait till well down the track to play in the SME space. So we have a business in Ascendo Financial that is very focused on mortgage brokers, and it is entirely focused on building that confidence and capability. We offer 3 short course workshops, and they kind of graduate, best to do them in order, although they do cater to all levels of experience. But one is what we call commercial lending skills, and commercial lending skills is a foundation course where we strip apart financial statements. And I really enjoyed hearing Vanessa and Steve talk about that as well. But we do it for a different reason. In many cases, brokers get the financial statements. You ask them what's the purpose of them, and they say it's to support a loan application. Well, in our view, financial statements are mortgage broker business development gold. But before they can be gold, you've got to have a basic understanding of what is a profit and loss, what is a balance sheet, how do they knit together. When I get those financial statements, how can I quickly scan them and off the top of my head, rattle off a dozen questions that is going to make a really powerful impression with my client about their business, and I can start to learn the client's story, past, present, and future. So that's one. The second program, that one's an hour and a half, so is this one. The second one is called Mastering Cash Flow. Now, a lot of people would hear me say that, and you'd probably think I'd rather put pins in my eyes and sit through an hour and a half over Zoom on a workshop with a workbook, building out a cash flow, 12-month cash flow monthly, all the way out. It is not about pins in the eyes. It's about giving you the skill and the knowledge as to how cash actually flows through a business. And all of our cases, all of our short courses are real-world case studies where we obviously change the name to protect confidentiality. Once you've done that once and you've built the cash flow manually, and then we've sensitized it and looked at some ways we can improve the cash flow of a business, you'll never have to do it again, because obviously there's technology out there that does it for you. The third thing that we offer is, and as I said, they graduate. It's a 3-hour workshop, and it is all about building or submitting a full credit submission to a lending officer in a way that it is so well constructed, it'll go to the top of the pile. So the short course workshops, great collaboration with NLG, who are looking at subsidising these programs for their brokers. They would definitely build your knowledge base. And I'll just close without too much information by talking about Ignition Broker Mentoring. That is a 6-month journey. That is 8 people at a time, and we take you all the way into the SME space, from someone who doesn't really know much about it to submitting full applications and being able to handle all your clients' needs, whether they're an SME or not. So that's kind of our story.